weather, the playoff game on the road, and maybe this is another one.
The ball in the air, the soft air on this beautiful Sunday, and Aaron Stecker takes the kick and brings it back to the 26-yard line. And let's take a look at the Tampa Bay offense.
Brad Johnson, Florida State. Brad Johnson, Florida State.
Michael Pittman, Fresno State.
Mike Allstott, Purdue.
Keyshawn Johnson, University of Southern California.
Keenan McCardell, UNLV.
Ken Dilger, Illinois.
Roman Oben, Louisville Cardinals.
Kerry Jenkins, Troy State. Jeff Christie, Pitt.
Cozy Coleman, Tennessee.
Kenyatta Walker, Florida.
Really responded the last 2 weeks, especially last week against Philadelphia. So here they go as they bunch to the right, then send Allstott in motion. And Johnson throws to Allstott on the outside. He's taken down at the 30-yard line after a gain of 3. Charles Woodson makes the tackle. 3rd down and 5 now from the 31-yard line. Jaravicius in motion. And Johnson looking left and lofting it to the right, and it's picked off by Charles Woodson. An easy pick, and Woodson sets Oakland up in Tampa Bay territory.
And this was a big thing. We talked about Brad Johnson if he gets time. Brad Johnson is not a mobile quarterback, so he's going to be a sitting target there. And you're going to see Reagan Upshaw is going to hit Brad Johnson just as he throws the ball. Watch Reagan Upshaw right here. You see he takes an inside move, then he gets a push, and he hits Brad Johnson. Brad Johnson was a cover 2, and he didn't get anything on this. You see he throws it a little short, and Charles Woodson was right there.
And Charles Woodson playing with a plate in his leg, who missed a lot of time during the regular season, and a guy they figured to pick on. Picked only 1 during the regular year. So the interception, the Raiders in good shape right off the bat at the 36-yard line as Gannon slings it to the outside, and Garner is wide open, and 125 is taken down by the other tackle there by Brian Kelly.
He can get that called and then get the play to him quickly so he can get up to the line of scrimmage with more time.
From the 28 on 3rd and 2, Gannon to Brown. And that's a 1st down at the 20-yard line.
That's the side that they're going to look to with 3 wide receivers.
From the 19-yard line to the ground now to Garner. And let's take a look quickly at the Raider offense.
Rich Gannon, Delaware.
Charlie Garner, University of Untouchables.
Jerry Rice, Mississippi Valley State.
Tim Brown, Notre Dame. Jerry Porter, West Virginia University.
Doug Jolly, Brigham Young.
Barry Sims, Utah.
Frank Middleton, Beaumont, Texas. Adam Drew, Nebraska.
Mo Collins, University of Florida.
Lincoln Kennedy, Washington.
All eyes on True, of course, the center, in the absence of Barrett Robbins. 2nd down and 9 now at the 18-yard line. Gannon setting up, moving out, and then is taken down at the 16-yard line, caught by the defensive end, Greg Spires. Gannon facing a 4-man rush, but that's enough as Simeon Rice comes into second. Now a 40-yard attempt by Janikowski. Shane Leckler to hold, and Janikowski scores the first points of Super Bowl 37.
That the Buccaneers, that was a heck of a stand down there, and their speed showed when Gannon tried to run, and then of course the Raider got the big pass rush on Brad Johnson.
Janikowski's second kickoff of the day. It's Aaron Stecker out past the 20, and the backup running back puts the ball down on the ground at the 30-yard line, and I'm looking to see if there's any indication yet that it was down. It's Eric Johnson who comes up with it, and there has been no signal yet from Bill Carollo or his crew as to whether his knee was down. And now they're going to say it's a fumble, and it wasn't. And for the moment anyway, pending a look at the replay and a possible challenge, obviously, it would be Oakland ball. Here it is.
After reviewing the play, it's been determined that the runner was down by contact. Tampa Bay will kick the ball. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Tampa Bay has now charged a timeout.
And that's why instant replay was initially put in, to right a wrong. There was a wrong, and then it was righted.
From the 29 now, the Bucs' second possession beginning. Johnson throwing over the middle, and that pass is caught by Joe Jaravicius out to the 40-yard line. He's taken down by the middle linebacker, the rookie out of Northwestern, Napoleon Harris. Charles Woodson, Torrey James, each playing with a plate in their lower leg. 3rd down and 10. Deep drop. Johnson has time. Throws. Caught on the run by Jaravicius. And he's finally taken down inside the 40 at the 37 by the linebacker, Travian Smith. 23-yard gain on a 3rd and 10. Now a toss to Pittman, who came over from the Cardinals, who breaks one. And he's finally bumped out of bounds by Rod Woodson. 31-yard attempt. Both teams with excellent kickers. Janikowski on one side, Martin Gramatica on the other. Tom Tupa to hold. Ryan Benjamin to snap it. From 31, that one is good.
And there's a 3rd wide receiver. Other than Charlie Garner, this Raider offense has no speed.
3rd and a deuce. Gannon flushed out, chased by Spires, and it's intercepted by Dexter Jackson. So each team with a pick. Jackson brings it back to the 50 with 9 seconds left in the quarter. He's 4 out of 14. 1 pick. 3 other balls have been dropped. 3rd down and 9. Flag because the Raiders look like they jumped. Pass caught. 39. Keyshawn Johnson for the moment pending the penalty 1st down. 3 receivers bunched to the left, including Allstott here. Johnson stepping up, throws, caught by Keyshawn. Johnson to Johnson, 1st down inside the 30. That'll move the chains to about the 26-yard line. By Gramatica to try to give Tampa Bay its first lead of the Super Bowl. And from 43, kick kind of a screwball. Started out as if it would hook, faded enough, winds up right down the middle. Bucs 6, Raiders 3. And Warren trying to stir the masses, at least on this side of the field. Leckler to punt out of the end zone. Fielded 47 by Carl Williams. Into Oakland territory and inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 4. Gives it to Pittman. Inside the 10, it'll be 1st down and goal. Would you dare do it here?
I would. If you're going to do it, this is the down to do it.
2nd and goal. Instead, it's Allstott into the end zone for the game's first touchdown.
And if he can get him over that hump, he's worth it.
And there's Al Davis, the recipient of the $8 million and all of those picks. Blitz picked up, and that opens up a big hole through the middle for Pittman. Eric Barton out of the game, and linebacker Travian Smith in right now as they work on Barton's foot, and Allstott catches the pass in the flat and then gets angled down by Dorsett, and finally Romanowski. 2nd down and 11 from the 30-yard line. Johnson throws, and that's Keyshawn making a sliding grab as he went down on the grass and was able to haul it in a little short of the 1st down, the spot at the 20. And John Gruden takes him over the top.
Tampa Bay doesn't really have to go to the end zone here because they still have 1 timeout left.
Johnson slings it to the outside. Allstott slips a tackle and picks up the 1st down as he breaks out of Charles Woodson's grasp to the 5. 1st and goal, 34 ticks and 1 timeout left for the Bucs. And Johnson to the outside, caught by McCardell, spins away from the coverage. Charles Woodson, the defender, touchdown.
Both these quarterbacks are tough guys. I mean, both of them have been, had their ups and downs, and they stayed with it and then finally came out the other end.
Gannon can't, well, as always, can't wait to get back out. He won't even take his helmet off on the sideline. 2nd down and 8 from the 31. And that is caught by Keyshawn Johnson up to the 40-yard line, and that will move the chains again. Raider D has to step it up right here. 3rd down and 7. And there's a flag, and Jaravicius makes the catch for the moment. A 1st down as he gets pushed out of bounds. Now the call.
You know, you're torn. You
Offside.
should be with your wife and
91,
baby.
defense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, 1st down.
You don't jump off sides. You don't do those stupid things.
Good protection that time. Perfect pass. Jaravicius deep into Oakland territory. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. So the big eyes of Sapp on the sideline. I mean, he can smell it now. 2nd down and 9. Johnson on a roll. Throws. Caught out here by Dilger. And the tight end gets down to the 1-yard line. So Dilger gets into the act. That's his first catch.
Between the tackle and the guard has been a big hole.
Bunch the receivers to the left, spread out along the tree trunk, and the pass is caught by McCardell. Touchdown.
And the Buck defense has been playing the same group of guys. 4 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, not playing Al Singleton, and playing their 5th defensive back, Dwight Smith, the whole game. So they've been playing them 4-2-5.
2nd and 2. Gannon to the outside, and it is intercepted by Dwight Smith, the nickelback, and he gets by Gannon and goes in for the touchdown.
And then you want to be patient, and then pretty soon you're down like this. It's 34-3, and you're still trying to be patient.
3rd and 11 from the 17. Gannon over the middle. Finally a big play through the air to Doug Jolly, the tight end, up to the 43-yard line.
But a quarterback has to be able to do all those things. Throw the different throws and kind of move around in the pocket a little to play in this league.
3rd and 3 now from the 39-yard line. Gannon has time this time and then throws, and it is caught out of the end zone. And wouldn't you know it, Porter beats the secondary, but the pass is thrown a hair too long.
And, you look at the future of the Raiders, and this Jerry Porter is going to be the guy, because now, if they don't have him in here, again, as I said earlier, there's not a lot of speed there. And you see, he's just going to go right by Dwight Smith there, and he has so much speed. Watch him here. I mean, he can turn on another gear. Dwight Smith just fell down. I don't know. This could be a catch, Al.
At this point,
he got there, and then he drags that left foot. I think that's a touchdown.
Well, and Gannon got up to the line, and you could almost tell by the way he was slow in getting to the line, and they were going to go for it on 4th down here, that the Raiders are going to challenge.
After reviewing the play, it's been determined that the receiver possessed and caught the ball with both feet inbounds throughout the process of making the catch. The play is reversed to a touchdown.
There you go.
Oakland is not charged with a timeout.
You see, so much for Tom Brady trying to, sit on the ball last year.
Right. But sometimes contrarian is good. No, I thought that was a heck of a catch, though. I mean, to be able to keep the feet in and drag that in and the control. I mean, he just had both hands out there. And this guy's going to be the future of the Oakland Raiders. You say, who's going to be their star 5 years from now? The Raiders' star 5 years from now is going to be Jerry Porter.
So Porter scores a touchdown. A delayed reaction touchdown, but nonetheless, it's 34-9 as Oakland finally gets into the end zone. And they will go for 2.
And then the question always comes up, why'd you wait that long to throw deep to Jerry Porter?
Absolutely. Bucs send everybody, and Gannon goes down in the arms of Simeon Rice, almost untouched around the corner.
And they're going to end up a lot of unbalance because he'll run the rest of the game.
And that is blocked, and that's exactly what the Raiders need, if anything, to get back in the game. And it's taken into the end zone by Eric Johnson for a touchdown. Well,
now he's not going to sit on that lead. Yeah, we talked about momentum changers, and somewhere you have to come up with a momentum changer, and it usually comes on a special teams play. It can come on a return. It can come on a block. This one here, it comes on a block. What's number 51? You're going to see him right here. He's the guy. He gets his right hand up. Johnson gets his right hand up, knocks it over, doesn't catch the ball, but they get it and have a convoy going into the end zone.
Well, the Bucs have their Johnson to Johnson, and so do the Raiders. Tim Johnson to Eric Johnson.
Tim Johnson tried to find it and couldn't, and he was looking for it. Eric Johnson found it. That's what a special teams coach does after they get that play that does change the momentum.
It was Bob Casulo exultant on the sideline. Tupa did not have a punt block all season, and now the Raiders will go for two.
Yeah, the Raiders had a punt block last week. I mean, it wasn't a block. I mean, the punt block was on. The punter had to hold it, and they got the ball there. And that was a momentum changer for him last week, too, against Tennessee.
So 14-16 remaining. We've gone from 34-3 to 34-15 and maybe 17. The two-point conversion. Gannon, and throws it out of the back of the end zone. Second and 9 from the second and 10 from the 24-yard line. Johnson underthrown, but Johnson is there to kneel down, make the catch, and Rod Woodson finally knocks him out of bounds, but not until he picks up a first down.
The ball was thrown out of bounds.
Absolutely. If you're wondering, can you review whether it was thrown out of bounds or not? No, that's not a reviewable play. 16-yard penalty, 35-yard line. Pittman, good juke step, stutter move, and finally James holds him down at the 11-yard line.
Forcing anything, doing anything stupid here. He wants to take as much time off that clock as he can and then take the field goal and just play from there.
And they'll take all the time off the clock they can prior to this attempt. 27 yards. Tupa to hold. They snap this with the play clock at 3, and then it's juggled. Is it Yepremian in disguise? No, he just falls on it. I'll bet you Garrow came into his head at that point.
I bet you Garrow came into everyone's head at that point.
Can't kick the field goal. Doesn't even have the opportunity. And now Gannon at the 22. Three receivers bunched to the left. Gannon throwing to the left. Caught by the tight end. Jolly reaches for the first down. A little short. 2nd and 1. And the Raiders now have to go quickly.
Warren Sapp's a lot quicker than Frank Middleton is, but Frank Middleton's a pretty tough guy.
2nd and 1. And they throw it to Wheatley coming out of the backfield. And Wheatley has the first down. They've maneuvered their way up to the 38-yard line. 3rd and 7 from the 41. Gannon checking off, working the progressions, and then finally finds the open guy. And it's Jolly who got away from Barber, and that's a first down of the 46-yard line. 3rd and 13. Deep. Open is Rice. Touchdown. Whoa, baby. 48 yards. Wouldn't this be something?
I'll tell you again, Jerry Rice is the inside receiver, and he just runs right down the slot. We're talking about that soft zone. Here's Jerry Rice. He's going to come down and run a post. He just runs right through the zone. There's no bump or anything. He has two safeties on either side of him. He gets behind those two deep safeties, and Rich Gannon hits him perfectly. Again, it's a, why didn't you do that sooner?
So it's 34-21. They'll try to shave it to 11. Two-point conversion. And as Porter, was he forced out? They're going to say no, he was out. And the back judge is there saying no, sir. Nate Webster made contact with him, and now they'll congregate and determine whether he was forced out. But the back judge is emphatically saying,
Keep the pass rush going. Don't let him step up. Don't give him anything up on top. And they let Jerry Rice run right through the post on him.
74 yards from the end zone with 2:44. Gannon to the outside. Rice, and out of bounds, shoved out right at the marker by Dwight Smith.
And just watch here. He's going to come from right here. And you see again, he just takes the inside on Sims, and he goes right through Middleton, goes right through that double team.
3rd and 18, and this is going to write a finish. Derek Brooks, who ran back 3 interceptions for touchdowns in the regular season, does it to cement the Super Bowl. Well, could there be a better way for the Buccaneers to put the ultimate exclamation point on it than the #1 defense with the #1 defender intercepting a pass and taking it to the end zone?
And that's what Derek Brooks does. That's what Rich Gannon was worried about. He knows that that they just sit there and they squeeze things, and the guy that squeezes things is Derek Brooks. He didn't get him until the last 2 minutes, but he finally got him. And that was right after I voted for the MVP. Hey, let me have that back. I started to show you Simeon Rice is who I voted for, by the way.
A bunch of guys on that side of the ball.
Yeah, I think it has to be a defensive guy. I mean, it was funny, we talked about this earlier. When we asked John Gruden, who do you think is going to make a big play and win for you in the 4th quarter? And he brought up my defense. And I think that's what Brad Johnson is doing right now. I think that's what all the Buccaneer players and coaches and fans and everyone, you have to remember this all your life.
That's tipped, and that's a 5th pick of the game by Dwight Smith. And again, Dwight Smith is going to take it down the sideline into the end zone. Wow. Just as I'm learning that Dexter Jackson has been named the most valuable player of the game for his 2 picks, Dwight Smith gets his second touchdown.
And I'll tell you, and he's playing because, again, that's the defense that the Bucs played this whole game. It was 4 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, 5 defensive backs, and Dwight Smith was that 5th or extra defensive back. The thing that I liked about it, he took the inside a lot today. And when Simeon Rice takes the inside, he reminds me a lot of Charles Haley. Charles Haley was one of the best natural pass rushers I've ever seen because he would always take the inside hard.
Here's Grammatica now for the point after.
Grammatica jumped. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Well, he jumped and hurt his knee, and then he wasn't jumping anymore. He'd just go through a little celebration. That time he said, "What the heck?" He jumped.
All right, who we putting on the horse trailer tonight?
Well, I already made my thing. I took Simeon Rice, and I think it should be a defensive lineman or the defensive line or something like that, because that's what I believe was the biggest contributor to this victory for the Buccaneers. So anyway, what do you say?
The whole D. I mean, maybe Monty.
Oh, you mean the whole defensive team?
Why not?
Yeah.
Just take the defensive unit. I mean, it's the Super Bowl. We have the whole side of the trailer for it. One more mic'd up from John Lynch. Here it is.
Run game! We're world champs, baby! Give me this! Give me this! Woo! Yeah! so sedate when you see him, and all of a sudden, you know that old oxymoron, clean dirt. That's what John Lynch is. And then out in the field, man, he's a hitter. He's all those things. And John Gruden, like I says, you have it, and you'll have it for the rest of your life, and they could never take it away from you.
Well, Malcolm Glazer and the Glazer family, and who would have thought? I mean, they're going through this whole crazy thing last year. We're trying to find a coach, and then they get him, and they opened up the season, don't forget, with a loss. I mean, Gruden's first game down there was an overtime loss to New Orleans, but they never lost 2 games in a row. We said at the top, John said the best back-to-back games they played this season were the last 2 in the playoffs, and they have saved the very best for last. And it will be over with the tackle of Chris Cooper here. From 0-26 to Super Bowl champions.